Hi there, welcome to Dom Pixels, my little home for retro games on the interwebs. My name's Greg. Today, I'll be taking a look at a game called Go Go Mile Smile, or Susume Mile Smile, for the Japanese and the weebs among us. Susume basically means recommended, if you must know. The title of this game gives nothing away. It means nothing at first glance, and even after having played the game, I still can't figure out what the hell the title is about. But anyway, Mile Smile was released by Fuuki all the way back in 1995. Who the heck is Fuuki, you might ask? Valid question. They didn't make many games, or those that they did make, several were puzzle games, but I guess they were most well known for their Asura series of fighting games, Asura Blade and Asura Blaster, which I believe were recently re-released in a retro bundle on modern consoles. Have to try them out one day. Mile Smile is one of Fuuki's puzzle games, and in my opinion, it's a damned good one. But more specifically, it's a maze puzzler, not far removed from the likes of Pac-Man, for example. You're some sort of weird bird creature in an egg or something. I don't know what you are, just go with it. You're in an egg which can only roll around outside the maze, but at certain points you can leave your egg and roam around the maze, but you remain tethered to the egg somehow. And any enemies that touch you at any point, even on the tether, will cost you a life. The goal is to collect all the bits that are strewn out within the maze, and there's a time limit. That's about it. Collect all the bits, stretch yourself around the maze. And that's about it. Like most puzzlers, it's a very simple premise, but the fun is in the challenge, the surprises, and the oh fuck moments which happen pretty often, to be honest. And it's really fun to play. It's basically Pac-Man with a tether, so practically anyone can pick it up and play, but this tether is what really changes the gameplay. You now need to be vigilant on multiple fronts, which is where the fun comes from. In terms of the art, it's typical Japanese kawaii cutesy style, bright and colourful with plump, adorable characters. Every few levels, the art and the enemies change, and although the goal remains unchanged, the different enemies and the way they move and attack makes each area feel slightly different. Apart from that, they shake things up at the end of every area with kind of like a boss battle, which generally requires a slight tweak to the gameplay. Not only does this mix things up a little, but it does add a sense of progression, which is nice. Sadly, my usual hour-long playthrough was interrupted, and maybe I only got about halfway through, with quite a lot of credit feeding. Apparently there are about 50 levels, and there are a few full playthroughs on YouTube, each of which only runs for about 40 minutes, so I really wish I wasn't interrupted, because I didn't want to play that first 30 minutes again, so I didn't. Does that mean there's no replayability here? Not really. The problem with arcades and MAME, and the way I do these reviews, is credit feeding. It's a real problem. It reduces the challenge and therefore reduces the fun in a way. So to me, I do dread replaying through all the stuff I've played before because there'd be no challenge in it. That's absolutely a me problem, I get that, but it's definitely something worth warning about. Try not to rely on credit feeding or you will ruin the fun. So where did this game even come from? To be honest, puzzle games were always massively popular, especially in Japan. Games like Pac-Man and Puzznic and many more risque puzzlers made their ways to Japanese shores, raking in many, many wonderful dollars and yens of stuff. What I'm saying is puzzlers were always popular, and particularly in the 90s. The very idea of this game is an incredibly fun and unique one. It's a unique twist on Pac-Man, which makes me wonder if it might have had longer legs if it was developed by a more well-known developer and publisher and got a bit more marketing behind it. Who knows? Sadly, it was never remade, re-released, or anything like that. It just disappeared. There were no games that followed in its legacy, and if you want to play it today, you need to go and find an arcade if you can, or you have to emulate it, of course. I do wish someone will pick up the license because it's really fun and I'd love to see something new. I'm not going to hold my breath. Perhaps Antstream may have it one day. We'll see. I might put in a request. I should do a review of Antstream. Honestly, there's a lot to like about Mile Smile. Like I said, I wish there were more games in this series, or that it was ported to anything, anywhere, I don't care, because it's fun. And in some ways, it's an evolution of Pac-Man, a game most of us love to play for its sheer simplicity. I still play Pac-Man several times a year, but Mile Smile adds some interesting wrinkles, which to me probably make it even more fun than its famous forebear. And for that reason, Mile Smile comes highly recommended. Anyway, that's it from me today. Thank you very much for paying attention, if you did, and if you didn't. Let's play all the games.